Hello and welcome. The first step to solving these two simultaneous equations is to take log of both sides of both equations. And of course, since the question is given in base 10, we continue working in base 10. When we take log of both sides of this first equation, we have log 3x to the power log 3 is equal to log 4y to the power log 4. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to apply the power rule of logarithms to both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have that log 3 times log 3x is equal to log 4 times log 4y. Now, of course, you know that these two are products. Remember that log AB is equal to log A plus log B. So we can write this as log 3 times log 3 plus log x. And this is equal to log 4 times log 4 plus log y. Now, when we open this bracket, we have log 3 times log 3, which of course is equal to log squared 3. Then, plus log 3 times log x. And this is equal to log 4 times log 4, which is log squared 4. Plus log 4 times log y. Now let us make life easy for ourselves. Let log 3 be equal to A and log 4 be equal to B. With these two substitutions, we can now write this equation as A squared plus A times log x. That is A log x. And this is equal to B squared plus B times log y. Now let us write this equation as A squared minus B squared plus A log x is equal to B log y. Now going over to the second equation, we take log of both sides. When we do that, we have log 4 to the power log x is equal to log 3 to the power log y. And of course, once more, we apply the power rule. When we do this, we have log x times log 4 is equal to log y times log 3. Of course, log 4 is equal to b. So on the left-hand side, we have b log x. And this is equal to a log y. So finally, after taking log of both sides of both equations, these are the two equations we have. Now to solve these equations, let us add both of them. When we do that, here we have a squared minus b squared plus, this is going to give us a plus b times log x. And this is equal to a plus b times log y. Now look at this. You're going to see the difference of two squares. And you know how we factorize this. This is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. Here we have plus a plus b times log x. And on the right hand side, we have a plus b times log y. Now remember that a and b are constants, and there is no way that a plus b will be equal to 0 because both a and b are positive constants. So we can divide through this equation by a plus b. When we do that, this goes, and that goes, leaving us with a minus b plus log x is equal to log y. Now, in the same way, when we subtract this second equation from the first equation, we have a squared minus b squared. Here we have plus a minus b times log x. And this is equal to b minus a times log y. Once more, we factorize this. We have a plus b multiplied by a minus b plus a minus b log x. And this is equal to, now we can write this as minus a minus b log y. Of course, you know that when we open this bracket, we have minus a, which is what we have here, and minus minus b, which is plus b, which is what we have here. Now, once more, we can divide through this equation by a minus b. When we do that, this goes, and that goes, leaving us with the second equation, a plus b plus log x is equal to minus log y. So finally, we have these two equations after adding and subtracting. We continue with the addition and subtraction process. Notice that if we add these two equations, we are going to eliminate log y. So that is exactly what we are going to do. We have a plus a, which is 2a. We have minus b plus b, which is equal to 0. Then we have log x plus log x, which is plus 2 log x. And this is equal to log y minus log y, which is equal to 0. Of course, from here we have that 2 log x is equal to minus 2a. When we divide both sides of this equation by 2, we find that log x is equal to minus a. And in the same way, notice that when we subtract this second equation from the first equation, we are going to eliminate log x, because log x minus log x is equal to 0. When we do that, we have a minus a, which is equal to 0. We have minus b minus plus b, which is equal to minus 2b. Log x minus log x is equal to 0. And this is equal to log y minus log y, which is equal to 2 log y. Once more, when we divide both sides of this equation by 2, we have that log y is equal to minus b. So finally, we have that log x is equal to minus a. That is minus log 3. Of course, when we apply the power rule to this, we have that log x is equal to log 3 to the power minus 1, which is the same as log 1 over 3. And now when you compare the two sides of this equation, it is very easy to see that x is equal to 1 over 3. In the same way, we have that log y is equal to minus log 4. Applying the power rule to this, we have that log y is equal to log 4 to the power minus 1, which is the same thing as log 1 over 4. Once more, when you compare the two sides of this equation, you're going to see that y is equal to 1 over 4. So the values of x and y that satisfy these two equations simultaneously, that is at the same time, is x equal to 1 over 3 and y equal to 1 over 4. Now, to check our answer, let us substitute these values of x and y into the original simultaneous equations. We start with the second equation. We have 4 to the power log x. Now, log x is equal to minus log 3. So here we have minus log 3. And is this equal to 3 to the power log y. Log y is equal to minus log 4. Of course, you know that we can write this as 4 to the power minus 1 raised to power log 3. And then we can also write this as 3 to the power log 4 raised to power minus 1, because you know that we can apply the power rule of logarithms to this log term. Now here we have 1 over 4 to the power log 3. And on the right hand side we have 3 to the power log 1 over 4. But now remember that a to the power log to base b of c is equal to c to the power log to base b of a. So 1 over 4 to the power log to base 10 of 3 is equal to 3 to the power log to base 10 of 1 over 4. So when x is equal to 1 over 3 and y is equal to 1 over 4, the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And of course, in this case, we have 3 times 1 over 3 to the power log 3 is equal to 4 times 1 over 4 to the power log 4. 3 times 1 over 3 is equal to 1. So this is 1 to the power log 3 is equal to, the same thing happens here, 1 to the power log 4. Of course, you know that 1 raised to any power remains 1. So the left hand side once more is equal to the right hand side.